Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Future Leading You podcast, where we chat about realistic leadership theories. It's your boy Tyler here, and hey, we're back with another episode with the host conversation. Josh, how are you, man? How's your day going?
It's going very well. Glad to be back discussing some more stories and discussions with you, and it's always a good time. So I'm very, very happy to be here.
Yeah, Josh, man, I'm putting you on the spot today, and we're gonna be talking about just telling a story. Sometimes storytelling is always good, and we've never tried that on a podcast before. And so I'll lead the way, and then maybe you may have something to say about a story that you want to share. I think the story that I'll share is me coming as a new immigrant to Canada all the way from the Bahamas. My life in the Bahamas as a child has been really good. I grew up in the island of Abaco, Treasure Key, Abaco. Spent my childhood there and then moved into the city of Nassau, New Providence. And that's where I got a lot of my leadership skills and was able to just develop different areas of growth. And then coming to Canada 2016, giving me the opportunity to go to Holland College. Man, I think PEI is the most coldest place that I've
It's
been.
cool.
It's really cold. I feel like it reminds me of Antarctica. I've never been to Antarctica, but I say it's like Antarctica. It's like the Canadian version of Antarctica,
Mhm.
where you get to experience Canadian snow. Um, you've been in Canada for you live in Canada. You're from Nova Scotia. Um,
Mhm.
how do you like the
Yep.
weather?
The weather. I think growing up in Canada, you kind of born into it. I think if you weren't born, you come. I think you're a lot. People are like, oh, it's cold here, but I kind of just grew up with it. So I think
Yeah,
it's just in my blood. I think, and I mean the winters are definitely cold,
yeah,
but it's like it's bearable to me.
yeah. I think for me, yeah, the winter is much more fun now, especially in Halifax. Moving to Halifax in 2018 has
Hmm.
given me that. I say, okay, I love Halifax in winter because it's really good. But overall, I say that PI people are friendly people. Halifax people are really outgoing, entrepreneurial,
Hmm.
fast-paced individual, well, laid back as well, province, and that's really nice. And so there you go. That's the kind of story I want to tell where your journey takes you into so much other places. And I would say you went to Vancouver. Like, how did you enjoy that?
It was definitely different, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And I've been to a lot of different places in Canada. I've both living and traveled. I think traveling and getting to different places and different cultures is very important.
Yeah.
I think giving you new perspectives in life and seeing new people is invaluable. But Vancouver was awesome. I just went there a couple of weeks ago. Um, had a good time. The trees were cool. The mountains were cool. But I did grow up in Alberta, so I'm used to the mountains and
Oh,
that type of culture around there. And eventually moving to Nova Scotia, and I was in the States for a while as well. I've definitely seen a lot of different cultures, and it's cool, and it's an experience that I definitely all the experiences that I definitely don't take for granted as for sure.
yeah, I totally agree. Traveling around the world is really important. Giving yourself, if you have the money to do it, if you have the
Absolutely.
career to do it, I say travel, explore, learn new cultures. I feel like a lot of people, because sometimes they're stuck in their ways because they're not being open to learning new cultures, tasting different
Hmm.
foods. I think the next place I would like to try out is Italy. Is
Yes.
just to try all the tomato sauces,
Hmm.
just to be able to try the cream sauces and everything, being able just to savor the moment. And my next one will be Bali, because of the nature,
Yeah.
all that good stuff because it brings a lot of that. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, for me, it's definitely, I think Paris is somewhere I want to go really bad. And then like Asia is the Asian culture is a culture that I think is like I love the Asian culture. I think it's a very good culture, and I would love to go to. to any of the Asian countries.
Yeah, yeah.
If
And
it,
so,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. That's really good. That's learning people's culture, learning people's identity, being able to educate ourselves, and I think that's what is important. That's this is the importance of telling the story is that you get to hear a bit of our perspective of what we think about certain things. Um,
Hmm.
Pineapple on pizza or no pineapple on pizza?
No pineapple on pizza, no way.
Why, man? Why?
Oh man,
You don't like pineapple on pizza? Nah. Okay. See. Okay.
no. It's
See.
just too soggy. And I'm a big texture guy too, so that's just too soggy for me.
Oh, texture guy. See. See. That's a
Hmm.
story to tell. Now we
Hmm.
know that we have two differences when it comes down
You do
to
like
the
it?
food. I love pineapple on pizza. I
I
think
like
because
pineapple by itself, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not on pizza.
no.
Not a pizza. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I think it's really good. When trying, what's the best food you've tried if you can think on top of your head?
Best food I've tried. Um, um, I don't know. Nothing comes to the top of my head, but I'd say some. I think Nova Scotian seafood in general
Oh,
is a very good. But I kind of grew up with it, so it's
yeah,
kind of just maybe I'm biased. I don't know, but
lobster. Oh
I
man,
think yeah, like lobster, crab, oysters, all that stuff is amazing. Like you can't go wrong.
yeah, that's so good. So yeah, I feel like that's a really good part of Nova Scotia that I love and that I
Hmm.
really enjoy is just the food. And getting to taste different. And we have a lot of restaurants that's open up on the waterfront. If you ever in
Hmm.
Nova Scotia listening audience, I would say come to Halifax. There's a lot of different food. Try different provinces. I think in the valley, in Aptos Valley, they have
Yeah.
a lot of different winery tours
Yep.
if you're a wine person, and everything. So, see, this is what storytelling gets you. It gets you to actually share things that you have never done. So, yeah, maybe we may do this again. We may see how this goes. But hey, we're just testing out how to tell a story, and hope you enjoyed this episode. But if you want to leave a tip for the listening audience, Josh, what would it be?
Hmm.
What would it be?
Um, I'd say, in the theme of this topic is, don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to, different or experiences in general are invaluable. You can gain a lot personally, but also, um, in any area of your life is what I'm trying to say.
Right,
You can promote different areas by doing different things, and I think you also seeing different cultures, experiencing many different things can decrease, stigmas or discriminations. And I think the people that do travel, and it doesn't have to mean like you travel across the world or you travel all the time and you just getting out there and doing stuff, I think those lessons that you gain, they'll shape you for the rest of your life, and hopefully in a good way. But I think seeing different people, different cultures is invaluable for sure.
yeah, I think that's a wrap. Go for a hike. I think that I leave that with you. Find a trail. There's lots of lakes. There's lots of trails. If you're not in Canada, go to the beach. I think there's lots of beaches. If you're a beach person, or try a favorite food. And yeah, have a good rest of your day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next episode.